I knew my Apple Watch could monitor my heart rate, but when a friend was diagnosed with congenital heart failure, I learned it could do a lot more. I'll tell you what I found on Steve's Tech Talk. Imagine being a slender, fit 62-year-old, and during your annual physical being told you have AFib. That's an irregular heartbeat. But then the doctor says there's something else going on here, and you need to see a heart specialist immediately. My friend Mark was in good shape, so he was only mildly apprehensive. So he was stunned by the doctor's diagnosis of congenital heart failure. One side of his heart was beating at around 50 beats per minute, but the other side of his heart was racing at 130 beats per minute. This irregularity had been going on long enough to damage his heart. Mark couldn't remember anything in his past that could have caused this. Then his daughter reminded him that the Apple Watch that he wore kept track of his heart rate. When he opened up the Health app on his iPhone and selected the Heart tab, he saw that his normal heart rate was in the upper 50s. To his amazement, as he scrolled through the readings, he could pinpoint October 23rd, 2019 as the day his heart rate went haywire. Mark's experience got me investigating the information that's available in the Health app. When you open it up, the first thing you'll see is a summary of all the available data about your health. This varies depending on how many data sources you have connected. I have a Bluetooth scale, a blood pressure monitor, and of course my Apple Watch. When Mark drilled down, he could see his heart rate was normal on the 19th. But when he looked at the 23rd, he saw his heart rate was all over the place, from a high of 119 to a low of 54. One of the cool things about the Health app is you can use it to monitor the things that most interest you. I have friends who can't go to sleep until they've walked 10,000 steps. I'm not one of those. But you can see I spent an hour on my bike. If you're new to the Health app, there's a checklist to help you get started, like indicating emergency contacts and enabling alerts for your heart rate if it gets too high or too low. If Mark had turned on the irregular heart rhythm alert, he would have gotten a warning back in 2019. The newest watches will take an electrocardiogram, and they have the "I've fallen and I can't get up" feature. It'll send an alert if you fall and are unresponsive for a minute. And of course, Apple is always looking for ways to improve the watch. There are rumors that they're working on monitoring your blood pressure and glucose levels. With an eye to the future, Harvard and Apple have teamed up to conduct 3 clinical studies: the Heart and Movement Study, the Women's Health Study, and a hearing study. You can participate by downloading the Research app. So, if you have an Apple Watch, take a few minutes and explore the Health app. Some of its features can be life-saving. For Great Day TV, I'm Steve Sweitzer.